you serious? 7.0 off the coast of California. Well, my friends, I woke up this morning and there were a lot of earthquakes coming. There were like, there was a 5.8 in Cobb, California. There was a 6.6 in Petrolia. So that wasn't the same place. Well, then there was the 7.0. Then there was a 6.2. We didn't feel it. We're a little down the line from that. So we didn't have any effects down here in the Bay Area. See, I'm not looking at the camera. My wife says, well, she doesn't like people that wear glasses on videos. But the thing is, I can't focus on where the light is. Therefore, I got to do it like this. So, here's the bit. There was a tsunami warning, and of course, a lot of people want to run to the tsunami and all that and everything else. There was a 2.5, which is small, but it's where it was, not anything else. It's location, and the location for that earthquake was Stanley, Idaho, which is near Yellowstone. Now they get a lot of little quakes there all the time, so it's not like anything new, but they do. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. We got these big quakes coming, and that doesn't mean there won't be another one. There could very well be another one. And the tsunami was supposedly, the warning went from, down from Davenport, California, all the way up to Brookings, Oregon. Now, more than likely, there's an undersea volcano up near Oregon, and there's one there off of the coast. It could have came from that. It was shallow, and so that's why it was felt all over. Now, friends of mine that live in a town up north, it's named for a town down south. It's called Westwood, but it's Northern California. There were people that I knew there that had videotaped the stuff in their houses moving. So they felt it up there, okay? So I just did this again today just for a little added measure because you never know, and it's never too late to do anything. So I went on and ordered a little bit more of emergency food. I got one that I carry with me all the time. That's probably good for at least 15 years, so I got a couple more than that. It's only had it for 2 years. Came with everything: a stove, fire, everything you need, food. This went for 4 weeks for a group, 3-4 people. I got that too. Food, water, supplies, like I keep telling everybody, enough to get you by for at least a month. And you might not like what you're eating, but it's a heck of a lot better than eating nothing. I do find this kind of crazy because it's kind of coming at a time where you've got a lot of, skirmishes between other countries, martial law in South Korea. All this stuff is going on right now. And it's kind of funny because some of this stuff is blending in to the old conspiracy theories or whatever you want to say. And you never know. You might believe it or not, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of major countries produce or actually have control of what they call earthquake weaponry, meaning they can probably make them, okay? Now, that might sound odd, but I wouldn't put anything past anything. Because all of a sudden, all this stuff's going on, and boom, this happens here. Now, we're going to shift our little mode over to New Jersey. I posted this twice because one was real news and the other was on YouTube, but they were still really being filmed. So a couple days ago, massive amounts of drones, they said drones, over New Jersey. A lot of these that they were filming at night looked like the triangle UFOs that we build called the TR-3B. They're silent, they don't make noise, they can disappear, cloak, be somewhere else. That's what's going on. Another guy that I kind of watch is Hannibal TV. He's a wrestler. I'm not saying he's not well known, but he's more known in Canada than he is down here. And he interviewed a guy that had something to do with the UFO story, and they were talking about certain things happening, and they have been. Remember, though, got to be leery whether fake or real, because there's always an agenda behind everything. So there was a real story, then there was the one on YouTube, but there was really filmed, and they were showing them. So it is kind of funny how a lot of this stuff is all starting to come together. Now, I've told you my Roswell story. I'm not going to tell it again. It's Not that I'm linked to it, but I know enough about it through others that were older and lived through the time and actually worked for companies that were involved with that I'm not telling you something that's just coming off of the top of my head. I actually do know some of it, okay? So, with that being said, a lot of people believe that these guys from far away are going to come down and help us and everything's going to happen and change before the wars get too crazy. Who knows? But, no, I got a little bit of an allergy going, so I am coughing. But, okay, there we go. But, what irritated me the most this morning, are you serious? And he mentioned the Quake, but he did 8 minutes of promos for buying stuff when this was a big event and it was really, kind of important. But we had to sell Noble Gold. We had to do this. Don't forget my webinar now and all that when all this other stuff was more important. So, the bottom line, like I've told you guys before, my whole channel really is more of a meaning around earthquakes, the big things in the sky, which a 27-inch asteroid came in and hit. They were saying it was massive. Well, the one behind it was, but the one behind it didn't hit. It was little. It didn't hit. Okay, that happened. But my whole thing is more about the planet, comet, asteroid, whatever we're calling it, that could be coming pretty soon. That's where I'm at. But this shows you this earthquake, which you never know when they're going to happen. And I've had too many people tell me, oh, we got plenty of food. And then you go look at it and it's enough for a week. Whatever stage of prepping you're at, whether you're one bug out bag guy or whether you got some more than that or whether you're Nate and got a lot of stuff, any of it is better than nothing. You can go to a dreaded box store that starts with a W and they sell red packs with emergency food and water and maybe it's just energy bars and stuff, but it's enough to help you for about a week or so you don't have anything. So any kind of preparedness is good. Any. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you that earthquake happened. I woke up and it was really stupid because my phone, it allows me to share, whereas my iPad, I couldn't share the same app for some reason. I don't understand. But anyway, I was able to put it up there. It was felt from where it started down in Eureka area all the way up to Northern California. Okay? That means that I'd be on earthquake watch now for the next couple days because sometimes big quakes get bigger ones or lots of little mini ones that do a lot of things. So, when I'm done with all this and I upload this from home, I will have done a video. One of the other things I wanted to go into really quickly for a couple minutes is I no longer work at that place, and I will one day be doing a big video about it. And it's pluses, it's minuses, and all of that. Because there's things about it that were good, there's things about it that were no good. And at the end of the day, I think people need to understand, and especially if you're a driver and happen to drive for this company, at least you'll get a little bit of insight as to how it is for the other end and not just your end. So anyway, 7.0, right off the coast of Eureka. We're going to keep our eyes open. As I always tell you, eyes to the skies, watch what's going on, stay alert around yourself. And guess what? We might all come out of it as long as we're prepared. Peace, and I'll be seeing you.